that time of the year, everybody. Aloha! I was about to say happy birthday, Mele Kalikimaka and all that good stuff. We're a day late from the end of Hanukkah, but happy belated Hanukkah to all of you who celebrate. And we are just about at that holiday season, so aloha, everybody. It is Ukuleleville Play Along Party number 36. Welcome in. Nice to see you. I am Tiki Dave, your genial and convivial host for the next hour and a half as we make our way through 9 great ukulele songs, some little bit of holiday music, some old rock and roll, some classics. So I'm glad you're with me, and I hope everybody is well today. A little holiday music to start. You know, this time of year I'm very big on those straight jackets, so that's my holiday music, all surf and instrumental kind of stuff. So maybe some Ventures in there as well. I just picked up a great Ventures CD of holiday music that I may play for you in a little while, but it is time to get our ukulele on. So let me just first of all welcome any first timers that we may have here. I know I've probably got a couple. If this is your first time here joining us, first of all, welcome in. Nice to have you. I'm glad you found your way. Please introduce yourself in the comments section. Let everybody know. Mahalo Carolyn, mahalo Debbie for the stars already. Thank you. I want to welcome you. I'm glad that you came in. And I know that I've got a bunch of people who this is probably your 36th time with me or thereabouts. So as I always like to do at the top of the play along, I just want to let the new folks know exactly what we're doing and how we're getting along here. So this is a play along, everybody. It's not really a lesson or anything like that. It's a play along session. Every now and then I'll throw a tip or two in, but mostly it is just so we can get together and strum and have a little bit of fun. Tomorrow in our Zoom is a little bit more of the instructional format. So I've got 9 songs for us. If you did not get a chance to download the music, it's not too late. In the description of the event, right here on the page as you're watching at the top, you'll see a Dropbox link. You can go and download those, or you can open them up one by one if you'd like. Most people do like to download them onto their devices, whether it be their computer or their iPads or tablets or what have you. It's always a good idea. Now, I will be showing you on the screen the music, but it's kind of just a convenience to have it there. It's a little small, so if you wanted to have good size in the future, you may want to print that out so you can get it to the size that you like. We normally will go through our songs 2 times, time permitting. First time is a little bit slower. The second time is more the tempo that we're going to play it at normally, if you will. Also, it gives you a second chance at the apple. If you made a couple mistakes, maybe you want to polish it up a little bit. Don't forget also that each and every week after we're done, this goes as a replay into my YouTube channel, so you can go back and practice with that if you'd like. And it's a neat tool over there where you can slow things down 25%, 50%, and so on. Let's see what else. Well, let me just throw up a little bit of the music for my new folks, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about and how we deal with our music, because I do my music just a little bit differently than some people. So in just a moment, you should see up on your screen our first song of the day, which is Jamaica Farewell from Mr. Harry Belafonte. There it is. By the way, I'm working on about a 10-second delay, so I always give a little bit of time for things to pop up on the screen. So if you look at my sheets, I try to keep everything to one page whenever possible, to keep page turns at a minimum. Also, if you look at my sheets, you'll notice that I do not have the chords at the top above the lyrics. I have them embedded in the lyrics. That saves some space. That's an old habit of mine. I've been doing that for years. And I have the chord diagrams are, of course, on one side of the sheet as well. I give you the basic chord diagram, the open position ones usually, sometimes some bar chords, sometimes some closed positions, but mostly the open position ones. You are free to use whichever ones you'd like for my intermediate and advanced players, whatever inversions, voicings you'd like to use. That's fantastic. I don't have any written out sort of strums. I leave that to you. You get to choose which one you'd like. I might suggest one now and then, but it's totally up to you, ladies and gentlemen. As far as, excuse me for one second, I'm just going to turn that up just a tad there. It's up to you to decide exactly which one you would like to use. Also, since I try to keep it to one page, a lot of the time I will only write out the choruses or the bridges one time. And a lot of the time I'll just say, for instance, on Jamaica Farewell, you see I write it out one time, then there's a repeat chorus, and then I have written it out again at the bottom. So space permitting, I'll write it out again, but keep an eye on that. I will usually try to boldface anything that you may want to take note of, intros, outros, choruses, and things like that. So that being said, the last thing to let you know about is that we use tracks here. If you're new to this, you're going to realize that I use a backing track for everything. It's kind of like playing with the band. You are the rock stars for the day. So I usually, as I said, will play one time slower, one time faster, and I'll give you some heads up with count-ins and things like that. So I hope everybody's tuned up, ready to go. Let's see, Diane. It's sort of like tipping in PayPal, but it's sort of like, I think of it as more like a fun little thing. You can do them in penny increments, the stars we're talking about. So please feel free to do the PayPal or the Venmo, but if you want to have a little bit of fun, throw in some stars now and then. That's perfectly acceptable. Mahalo, Dorothy. I really appreciate that. Okay, so first things first, everybody. As I always like to do, I'm going to play just the backing track for a moment. I want you to just give me some thumbs up or some hearts or press something to let me know that you can hear it. Don't play quite yet. Let me know that you can hear my voice and the track as well. So don't play quite yet. And when you can hear it, just let me have some thumbs up and things like that to let me know that you can hear it nice and clearly. That's the backing track right now we're working on. And I'll just wait a moment while I wait to see some thumbs. Have a little beverage. Non-alcoholic, still early here. How are we doing there? Well, for some reason, I'm not seeing any thumbs coming up. So just tell me. There we go. I'm seeing them in the comments. Okay. So let's stop that right there. For some reason in my monitor, which technically is my phone, I can't see thumbs coming up. So I'm just going to rely on the comments. So good. I'm glad that we can see that. And we're going to get started in just a moment. Let's kick it off. Let's do a little Jamaica Farewell. Nice straight ahead 3-chord song here that we're going to use. C, F, and G7. If you'd like, you can even substitute in a G. You don't necessarily have to do a G7. Here we go, everybody. Instruments at the ready, and we're going to take it at a nice relaxed tempo first time. Here we go from the top. And once again, welcome, everybody. It's Tiki Dave's Ukuleleville Play-Along Party number 36. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Down the way, nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountaintop. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, and I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I will be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. Had to leave my little girl in Kingston town. Down the market, you can hear ladies cry out, well, on the bed's the bed. Hockey rice salt, fish is nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. Chorus, sad to say, I'm on my way. I will be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. Had to leave my little girl in Kingston town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls sway to and fro. I must declare my heart is there. I've been from Maine to Mexico. Chorus, sad to say, I'm on my way. I'll be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave my little girl. Let's do the tag 3 times. Had to leave my little girl in Kingston town. To leave my little girl in Kingston. One more. Leave my little girl in Kingston town. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And That's how we do that. Excellent, everybody. That's the first time through. Now, quick thing for my new folks. I've neglected to mention what we do with those little numbers in the parentheses. If this is your first time with me, that refers to how many beats you are going to play the chord for until you move on to the next one. So I'm sure you picked up on it. But in the intro where we have C4, F4, G7, 4, C2, G2, that just means how many beats. So C would be 1, 2, 3, 4. You change to F, 2, 3, 4, G7, 2, 3, 4, C2, G2, and so on. Also, if you want to, since it's such a basic song, you can kind of dress it up a little bit. As I said, you can use a G. Oh, mahalo for the stars, Susan. Really appreciate that. But if you'd like, for instance, you could throw a C7 on a sad to say I'm on my way in between. So whatever you'd like to do, feel free to do that, everybody. Dress them up. You know by now if you go from C to F, you can usually throw the 7 in there, and you're going to be good to go. Let's do it another time, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my goodness, stars everywhere. Mahalo, guys. Really appreciate that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. Down the wee river, nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When we reached Jamaica, I made a stop. I'm sad to say that I'm on my way. I won't be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave our little girl in Kingston town. Down the market, you can hear ladies cry out, well, on their heads the bed. Ackee rice is soft, fish is nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave my little girl in Kingston. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls sway to and fro. I must declare my heart is there. I've been from Maine to Mexico. Chorus now. Sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many days. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. Had to leave my little girl in Kingston town. Got to leave my little girl in Kingston town. Got to leave my little girl in Kingston town. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on our way to a sunnier kind of place down Jamaica way. I kind of mess up the words now and then on that one because for those of you who've been with us on the ships, you know that Lealoha and I normally do a sort of a Hawaiianized version of this, so I always have to read the words very carefully when it's Jamaica farewell instead of Lahaina farewell. So, we have some people who are freezing up. That will happen from time to time. I'm not sure if it's my end or what, but on my monitor here, I haven't seen myself freeze up. So it happens sometimes. It will happen. So my apologies if you're freezing up. But as somebody said, sometimes you can close it, open it up again, and it should be okay. So as I said, in my monitor, I'm not freezing, but your mileage may vary. So my apologies if that's happening. Mahalo, Jill, for the stars. Let's go to number 2. It's time to do a little bit of holiday music. And Linda says, my kind of song, easy, 3 chords. We always like a 3-chord song. I try to include a few of those every time. Okay, so we're going to get into the holiday spirit a little bit here. I'm looking over at my monitor to see when we change over. There it is. You should have Frosty the Snowman right in front of you. Now, I was looking through this before. I went on and I realized that in a couple of places I've got a G noted and I didn't put a G diagram up. So, for instance, at the bottom, he began to dance around. You can substitute the G7 for the G if you'd like. like in this song, okay? So if you like, but most people will know that G, that's right there. So if you want to stick with what's written, that's fine. But if you just want to throw the G7 in place of the G, that's perfectly fine. And this is kind of like a little light swing. So let me bring up the track a little bit. Do not play quite yet, everybody. I'm just going to get you a nice slow tempo to start off with, or a relaxed tempo, we should call it. It's kind of a country sort of swing. I'm going to bring that down a couple of ticks. There we go. I think I like it right there. From Perry Como, Gene Autry, lots of folks have done this one. I've got Perry Como listed. I love Perry Como. Great singer, Perry Como. Very, very good singer. All right, everybody, so just chordally, nothing I don't think we've all run into before. We've got your C's, your F's, your G7, D minor. We've got that E minor, which, of course, we love, that stair-stepping kind of first finger, second finger, third finger kind of. Ooh, that was the wrong chord. That was a nice chord, though. What was that? I don't know what that is, but I like it. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, that's right there. It's your E minor right there. So also for my folks who this is your first time, you may notice that I don't necessarily do the arrangements exactly like you're used to. Sometimes I shorten things, I lengthen them, I put a solo in, I take a solo out. It just kind of makes it a little more ukulele friendly. And sometimes you'll see, like for instance, if you look at the bottom of Frosty the Snowman, oh, mahalo, Bill, appreciate that, thank you. You'll see down the very bottom in the last stanza, if you will, the last verse, 3x. That's pretty standard notation. That means 3 times. So I didn't want to write out the whole tag, so it'll be back again someday. First time, I'll be back again someday. Then the third time, I'll be back again someday. And then we get into C7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And end. Oh, let's see. Amy's got a little trivia for us. Written by Jack Rollins and Steve Nelson, the very first recording by Gene Autry. Mahalo, Amy. Thank you for sharing that with us. By the way, guys, you are always free to chime in. The chat is very active here on the Play Along. I'm sure you know that by now. And if you've got some trivia about the song or a helpful kind of thing, put it in there. And sometimes I'll be able to see it and comment or share with everybody. So fantastic. All right, let's do it, everybody, from the tipperty-topperty. We've got 16 beats of C to set you up. Let's get a little holiday spirit. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose, 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could dance and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run, we'll have lots of fun before I melt away. And down in the village, with the broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town, right to a traffic cop. He only paused one moment when he heard them holler, stop! Oh, Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. 2 more times. I'll be back again someday. 1 more. I'll be back again someday. And 1, 2, so it should be longer than that. That's okay. We'll catch it the next time. Great job, everybody. Now we're getting in the holiday spirit. And take that up a few ticks. And again, this is one of those where if you want to be doing the transition C to F, you can throw the C7 in. For those of you who want to jazz it up a little bit, you can throw in a C9, turn that into a ninth, or you can turn that G into a ninth. Just kind of jazz it up a bit if you'd like. And you will need that G. I'm realizing that you will need that G when we get down to the bottom. Oh, I got a twinkly heart from Susan. Yeah, let's see. Donna, my apologies, Donna. Still blurred. Video on the song sheet. I don't know what's going on, Donna. My apologies. I'm kind of looking clear over here on my phone and my monitor, and folks maybe try to restart it or go out a little bit and come back in. Everybody's internet can be a little bit different, so unfortunately, that's something we have to deal with. So let's do it again. Thumpity thump, thumpity thump, thump, thumpity thump, thump. Diane says dumpity thump thump. This used to be, if you guys remember, Frosty the Snowman, back when I was growing up, and I think these were from the early 60s, maybe even the 50s, probably the 60s. They had all those stop motion holiday things. It was like Frosty, and it was, who else? It was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Heat Miser, and whatever Heat Miser was from, I think one of those. That's all a bunch of stuff from the same time. And I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, was Frosty the Snowman, did that have Fred Astaire? Fred Astaire was like the postmaster, or he was the mailman or something. Somebody in the messages, please let me know about that. So let me see if I'm correct. Okay? Oh, mahalo, Sharon. Appreciate the stars. Okay, so let's do it again, everybody. Up a few ticks. And for those of you after the song is done, if you want to let me know about that Fred Astaire question, because somewhere in my aging mind, I remember Fred Astaire in Frosty the Snowman. Here we go, from the top, everybody. Yes, Ralph, I believe Burl Ives did sing this. Burl Ives sang a lot of these kinds of things. Here we go. He also did Pearly Shells, by the way. Nice version of Pearly Shells. Here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose, 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. Well, then they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. And Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could dance and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman, well, the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run, we'll have lots of fun before I melt away. Down in the village with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town, right to a traffic cop, and he only paused one moment when he heard them holler, stop! And Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye, saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. I'll be back again someday. I'll be back again someday. Oh, ho, 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 and thumpity, thump, thump, thump. That's how we do it. All right, everybody. Now, keep in mind that tomorrow's Zoom session, I hope you're all going to come to the Zoom session. Please remember you have to register for that. That's on the events page, but we're going to be doing all holiday songs. So we're going to repeat a couple that we've done in the past, and we're going to get some new ones in there as well, and maybe even sing a little bit of Hawaiian Christmas music. So come on for that. So let's get to our next one, everybody, and you can go about 180 degrees from Frosty the Snowman to, yes, Puff the Magic Dragon. So, what is there to say about this particular song? It should be up on your screen in just a moment. And I'm watching my... There it is. Watching my monitor. It is up. Oh, thanks for the stars, guys. Appreciate that. Now, this is about as different as you can get from Frosty the Snowman. It's a mythical creature, Puff the Magic Dragon. I think we all know what this is about. I don't think we have to go too in-depth into it. The one thing I do know about this song is I'm pretty sure that in here we remember the verse or the lyric, in a land called Honolulu. Somebody once told me that that is a bad pronunciation or a misunderstanding of Hanalei, which is a place on Kauai. So apparently this may have been written, or they used Hanalei as a place, and they didn't quite get Hanalei, so they put down Honolulu. So I think so. You guys can double check me. You're smarter than I am. So, Donnie, you like the songs tonight? They're kind of fun, yeah? Got some fun ones. What does Paul say? Fred Astaire was in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Okay. Frosty had Jimmy Durante, was a hand-drawn special rather than stop motion. Oh, thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. I do remember seeing Fred Astaire, though not really knowing who he was, and later I learned who he was. Scott says 420. Ah. Scott, I see what you're at there with 420. Okay, I see you. I see what you did. Okay, everybody. So, in this particular song, again, we try to keep things fairly simple here whenever possible. So, we are in the key of C, and we're playing a lot of the chords that you're going to run into in the key of C. C, we got G7, we got an F, E minor, A minor. These are all ones that you're going to run into quite frequently. The intro you see marked out. We have the chorus. Now, please keep in mind, everybody, that I do that repeat chorus thing just to save some space. So that's going to happen after each of the verses. So it's a fairly simple form. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse. Actually, it's a double verse at the end, and then a chorus, and we have a tag. All right. So let me just cue this up, everybody. And I think this is, it is kind of a sad song. Yes, it is. Diane. I kind of put this in the same thing as House at Pooh Corner. It's the same kind of, for younger kids, but it's the sort of saying goodbye to one part of your childhood kind of song. I think of it that way. So let me just get the track going. Not Frosty. We already did that. If you guys could see what's going on behind here, I've got 8,000 things to juggle. So let's see what we've got going. Don't play quite yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Can you hear it's the same kind of feel as Frosty? Kind of same idea. I'm just going to bring that down just a couple of ticks. There we go. And just so you know how we're counting it, it's going to be like this, everybody. F2, 3, 4, C, A minor, D7, G7, C, G7, and Puff the Magic. Right there. Actually, we're going to bring it down just a couple more ticks for the first time. For my folks who are still learning their transitions and all that stuff. By the way, if you're very new, if you find you're having problems with some of the transitions, one of the things that I always like to recommend if you are is just play what you know. I mean, if you want to drop in, if you've got your Fs and your Cs and things, but you're a little hinky, let's say on your E minors and things like that, just don't play them. Just gloss right over them, practice them, and come back later for them. Everything is good. Wise person once said, as long as you're playing ukulele, nothing is wrong. So there we go. All right, everybody. Let's take a magical trip up to Kauai, up to the top of the chain here. I'm down at the bottom in Hilo, and it's time for Puff the Magic Dragon. And it's not 420. Look that up. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Chorus. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff wrote out his name. Do the chorus again. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One great night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff the mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. He frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the Magic Dragon. Wow, what a great song. I totally forgot. When I was putting this together, I had forgotten it had been so long since I actually had sang it or did it. It's such a great song. Let's see. Thank you, Terry. Yes, Terry is a no fingering. Says A minor 7. It's a look ma no hands chord. Actually, that's a mistake though. I don't think A minor 7 actually should be in there. It should just be plain A minor. You could play A minor 7 if you want. That's totally fine by me. But A minor 7 is our definitely look ma no hands. All right. Let's see. Peter Yarrow changed the little boys line to girls and boys to me inclusive of all children. All right, right on. I didn't know that. By the way, I know you guys get tired of me saying this, but Peter, Paul, and Mary, go check them out. Amazingly great singers. Amazingly great singers. So I know. To me, everybody's a great singer, right? But these guys are very, very good. Well, thank you, Dyke. I think. Is that what is that meant as a compliment? Thank you, Dyke. I've got some lungs. That just means I can talk a lot, I think, for long periods of time. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm feeling great. I'm moving around. Remember, I went to have my acupuncture this week. I had my first 2 sessions. I had one Monday and I had one yesterday. I've got another one coming up Monday. I'm feeling great. Back pain is pretty much gone. I'm feeling good energy. I really enjoyed it. So, anyways, enough of that. Let's do it again, everybody, shall we? And again, if you want to use the A minor 7 where it's written, that's fine. Remember, look, Ma, no hands, but it should be actually A minor. That's just kind of a little typo, if you will. It's a little typo. Here we go, from the top, everybody, just a couple of clicks faster. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billow sails. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff wrote out his name. Let's do the chorus. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One great night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff that mighty dragon sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. And frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Yeah, beautiful song from Peter, Paul, and Mary. Puff the Magic Dragon. All right, getting our folk music on. Love it. All right. Let's move on to our next one, everybody. And while we're doing that, just a quick reminder, we always send thanks, mahalos, to our friends up top here. You see on the graphic, the Ukulele site. Corey and Andrew and those great guys. Don't forget that if you want to pick something up online, or if you happen to be at their store, but online ordering is what most people are doing these days. Any order online from the ukulelesite.com, when you check out, put the code Tiki Dave, you get 5% off of your order. So that's for everything. So 5% off at the ukulele site. Again, mahalos to Corey and those guys for that. All right. So let me see. Yep, we should have it up. You're 16. You're beautiful, and you're mine. And anytime that I sing this, yeah. Of course, this is a much different time. This is back from many, many years ago. So it just sort of seems weird to be singing it, but I guess the person singing it is 16 or the same age. So let's just go with that assumption, shall we, everybody? I think so. So Ringo Starr, great song from Ringo Starr. And there's a little solo, and of course, we all know by now, if you've been with me a couple of times, most of the time when there's a solo, we like to bring out, yes, it's here. Da-da, 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 da-da. Get them out. Get them out, everybody. Bill, a 4-string and an 8-string coming. Yes, you've been to the Facebook page, huh, Bill? Yeah, I put up a picture over the Tiki Day Facebook page. I'm having my holiday gift to myself is I'm having a double neck ukulele made for myself, and it's going to be one neck is going to be, and I haven't decided whether the top or the bottom is going to be the 8-string, but one is going to be 4-string. They're both going to be tenor scale. One's going to be 4-string, and the other neck will be 8 strings. And the 4-string I may keep as a regular tuning, and I may do the 4-string as a baritone. I haven't quite decided yet. So, yeah, that's coming. That should be a few months, though. That's being built for me. So that's going to be a few months from a gentleman in Indonesia. So you'll see it probably come maybe April. Maybe for our 1 year, Ukuleleville anniversary. Hopefully it'll be here for that. I'll see if I can get him to hurry it up. So maybe it'll be here for that. Okay. Let me just get up the track for You're 16, You're Beautiful, and You're Mine. And thank goodness we're not in the KFC again. Yeah, Helen, okay. I'll go with that. Let me see. I'm kind of looking through the words. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the words, Helen. Look at the words carefully. I don't think so. But that's all right. It's all good. All right, everybody, let me just play the track, and let me just get a good tempo for this. We got our intro, and it's kind of a shuffle. So that's a good tempo right there. So on a shuffle, what I'm doing a lot of the time, by the way, most of my folks know by now, new folks, you notice I'm using a pick. But if I wasn't using a pick, I'm using that chuck right there probably. As a matter of fact, why don't I get rid of the pick for this one, and I'll just chuck so you can hear that. And that chuck is that real percussive kind of strum where you're stopping the vibration. And I'm doing it with my hands here. I get a nice crack, if you will. So that's why I like to use that. So you'll hear it as we do that, and then we'll pick up the kazoo. Here we go from the top, everybody. And on this one, just remember intro. We've got the intro. We've got the bridge. After the solo is essentially going over the verse is what it is. You're going to repeat the bridge, and then we got our very bottom, You Walked Out of My Dream, and then we end on the G1. Okay, so let's do it, everybody. I hope, by the way, everybody's enjoying themselves so far today. Good songs today, huh? Some fun stuff. A little bit different. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful and you're mine. A little low for me today. You're all ribbons and curves. Oh, what a girl. Eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. To the bridge. You're my baby. You're my pets. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand. My heart went pop. You and we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my hearts. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, that's right. You're beautiful and you're mine. All right, to the solo, just play the chord. You're my baby, you're my pets. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand and my heart went and popped. You and we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my heart. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. We're gonna do it one more time. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. And cut. All right, so that's the way we're going to do it, everybody. Now we're going to keep it the same tempo. I like it right there. That's a nice casual tempo. For my first folks, again, if you're just tuning in or if this is your first time, I do want to explain again why we're doing it twice, because I don't think we do that on many other play-alongs online that you may find. The reason we do it is because, you may not be familiar with the song. You may need to hear it the first time to get the form or how the melody goes. Maybe you got some chords in there you're still working on. So we give you 2 chances to do it, and then we speed it up the second time normally, and you get another bite at the apple, as I like to say, and it's nice to get to know the song a little bit. So that's why we do it 2 times. Well, Michael, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. Yeah, the chuck is something that you definitely want to eventually get down, because not necessarily when you're playing with a track like we are, with a drummer like sometimes I do, because they're kind of supplying that backbeat, if you will. But if it's just a couple of ukuleles or something, it's nice to be able to get kind of like some percussion going there, a little bit of feel for the 2 and 4, if you will. So it's definitely something. There's some great videos on YouTube that you can find. Just do a search for the chuck strum or chuck technique, if you will, for ukulele. So yeah, it's a good thing to know. It's a good thing to know. All right. So excuse me for 1 second. Salud. Chin chin. What's and mazel tov. L'chaim, pardon me. Still water, everybody. Still water. Oh, mahalo, Elliot. Thank you for the stars. Appreciate that. All right, let's do it again, everybody. Again, great time to get out the kazoo, or maybe you want to whistle a little bit. I can't whistle. I'm a pitiful whistler, so I have to take out the kazoo. Here we go. Oh, by the way, can I get to it over here? I can show you. No. I found my rack. Remember, I keep talking about I need the rack for my kazoo, and I realized that it doesn't work for kazoo. It only works for harmonica. All right, let's do it again, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine, and you're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're all ribbons and curls, oh what a girl, eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Oh yeah, bridge, you're my baby, you're my pets. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. You and me kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my heart. Now you're my angel divine, and you're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Here we go now. To the bridge. You're my baby, you're my pets. Fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand and my heart went a pop. You and we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my heart. Now you're my angel divine, and you're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. are. You're 16. Yeah, somebody had said something about it's possible that it could have been a father and a... No, as we're singing it, and it's not. But it's okay. It's all good. Let's see. Amy says, I need a kazoo that has a neck string. Amy, I don't need a neck string. I need that thing like the rack. They call it a rack. And I've got one, but it's only for my harmonicas. So I need to get one that can fit that little thing there. And they have them. They have them available. So I'm going to get one. It's going to be my next Christmas present to myself. One thing that I wanted to point out here. At the end, I'm just going to show you... there you go. Wonder what a good walk down would be from D7 to G. Where are we? G. Well, that would kind of be a chromatic thing. Well, D7 is kind of going to G anyways. So I was going to actually talk about G to E7 walk down. And I'm actually using, for those of you who may want to look into it at some point, I'm using this closed position G chord. And anytime that I see G to E7 in a song like this, I'm almost always doing it. I'm taking that. It's a bar chord. And it's a movable major chord form. I'm going G, moving it down, 1 to there. That's an F sharp, F, and then E7. So it would sound something like that. So that's what I'm doing for that one. You could just do G, keep that 3 fingers, and just play those 3 strings. Something like that. That's what I would use for that. Or at the end of the bridge. And you're mine. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop you on. I see what you're saying. Okay. What I would probably do, or I can do, is I'm using, and I'm going to play it up here, but the chords would remain the same. It just sounds a little bit better to me up here. I would be using D major, C major, not C7, D major, C major, B minor, A minor, back to G. Can you hear that? It goes, so D, C, B minor, or B minor 7, A minor or A minor 7, and then to G. That's what I would use. Okay. Thank you, Bill. Bill's our resident bass player. Mahalo, Bill. All right, let's get down to our next one, everybody. And while we're doing that, we're going to do a little bit of Beatles. I'll just remind you that you are tuned in to Ukuleleville Play Along Party number 36. Quick reminder, we are not going to be doing one next Friday. It's Christmas Day, so David's going to take a rest. Tiki Dave is going to take a little rest on Christmas Day. We're not going to be meeting next Friday. We will be doing a Saturday Zoom, so it'll be a Boxing Day edition, and I think that's going to be the All Beatles edition. That's going to be on the 26th. So next week, we're not going to be meeting on Friday. Everybody's going to hopefully be enjoying themselves. Christmas Day. So we will meet again, not next Friday, but the Friday after that. Let's see what else here. Oh, I got to send a little quick thumbs up and thank you to everybody sending those stars. Pretty much, Terry. Yep. Can be found. Everything can be found on YouTube. I want to remind everybody that if you want to keep in touch with what's going on with Tiki Dave and Ukuleleville, the Facebook page is a good place to start. I'm pointing right now to my handles, my Instagram and my Twitter, so make sure you give those a follow. And on the other side is if you want to throw a little something into the virtual tip jar, I've got my PayPal and my Venmo right there. Never expected, but always appreciated. I see lots of stars being sent there. That's a fun little way, sending small little denominations, 50 cents, $1, things like that. Always appreciated for sure. And so you can give any way that you'd like. You don't have to. This is, of course, free, and anything is always appreciated. So let's do a little Beatles, shall we, everybody? Let me get over to... Yep, I've got the right one up there. So, hey, we're still in the key of G, just like we were with our last one. And we've got our Ds, our B7. Now, in this song, we've got the E minor, which we played already. And then I always like to throw in that nice open position B7, which is an E minor shape, if you will, just moved up one set of strings. You could play it with a little bit of a bar chord, but it's really up to you, everybody. So this is also, I'm warning you now, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is not in my key, so it's going to be right in the doghouse or it's going to be really high. So bear with me on this one. Next Friday is New Year's Day. Are we jamming that day? Yes, that we are going to do New Year's Day. We are going to. So not next Friday, which is Christmas, but the Friday after that, New Year's Day, we will be meeting. And I've already got the songs programmed. You guys are going to love the songs I've got programmed for then. Let me just get the track queued up here, ladies and gentlemen. I should have known better, and I should have. Don't play quite yet. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to bring it down. There we go, right there. Just for those of you who are not aware, if you're not really familiar with the song, the intro and pretty much the verse, anytime you get that G to D, almost always 2 beats. G, G, D, D, G, G, D, D, G. That's kind of, unless otherwise notated, it's going to be sort of like that. So let's see. Lou, happened on your site. I'm from Tennessee. Learned. Cool. Mahalo, Lou. Really appreciate that. Nice to have you. Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you share, everybody. Make sure you tell all your friends. Make sure you let them know about Ukuleleville and Tiki Dave, and let's build those numbers up, shall we, everybody? Okay, let's do it, everybody. Nope, we got the bridge written out both times, so we don't have to be cognizant of where it is. Here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have known better with a girl like you, that I would love everything that you do, and I do, hey, 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 and I do. Whoa, whoa, I never realized what a kiss could be, that this could only happen to me. Can't you see, can't you see, that when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, when I ask you to be mine, you're gonna say you love me too. So I should have realized a lot of things before. If this is love, you gotta give me more. Give me more. Hey, 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 give me more. Whoa, I never realized what a kiss could be. This could only happen to me. Can't you see, can't you see, that when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, and when I ask you to be mine, you're gonna say you love me too. You love me too. You love me too. You love me too. Oh, that is low. I sound like Barry White doing the Beatles. Hey, baby, baby, love you too. Love you too. All right, we're going to do it again, everybody. A couple of ticks up. Let's see, Jennifer, can you put the music for New Year's early, as in next? Yes, absolutely I can. Absolutely. Just as always, just keep an eye out on the Tiki Dave page, and when I make the event, you will probably get notification if you follow the Tiki Dave Facebook page or give it a like. You'll be notified whenever I put a new event up, and that's when you'll know. So what I'll probably do is I'll see if I can't get that up maybe even Sunday. Maybe even Sunday after my Shaka Shack music performance, we'll have it go live. So I'll try. I will try. Let's do it again, everybody. I wish I had that neck thing because I'd like to go. I wish I could do that. Now you know what to give me for Christmas. All right, everybody, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. should have known better with a girl like you, that I would love everything that you do. And I do, hey, 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 and I do. Whoa, whoa, I never realized what a kiss could be. This could only happen to me. Can't you see, can't you see, that when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, and when I ask you to be mine, you're gonna say you love me too. So I should have realized a lot of things before. If this is love, you gotta give me more. Give me more. Hey, 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 give me more. Whoa, I never realized what a kiss could be. This could only happen to me. Can't you see, can't you see, that when I tell you that I love you, oh, you're gonna say you love me too. Oh, and when I ask you to be mine, too high, you're gonna say you love me too. You love me too. You love me too. You love me too. Hey, I can do that without hitting the high note, because I would have hurt myself. Good job, everybody. Good job. Yeah, there's a high note in there, and I just was not going to get it no matter what. All right, we're going to do a song here, and we're only going to do this. Oh, no, we are going to do this twice because we didn't get to this last time. So we're going to, how are we doing on time? Oh, I think we're doing just fine. Okay, this is a favorite of local folks around here. This is by a group called Country Comfort. And, well, almost everybody has done this locally. Olamana did it. Country Comfort did it. Everybody does. It's called Waimanalo Blues. And for those of you who saw the movie Aloha with Bradley Cooper and, what's her name? The lovely little redheaded lady, Emma Stone. There's a scene where they sing this in a scene. And Waimanalo Blues is very famous. F7, don't necessarily need the F7, but it's nice to have in there. B flat and C, it's essentially a 1-4-5 song in the key of F, and a nice relaxed kind of thing. So after that last one, we're going to kind of chill out a little bit. Okay, so, and this is definitely one of the reasons we'll do this twice, because I'm sure not a lot of you know this song. It's a beautiful song. Waimanalo is a place on the island of Oahu, and I call it the spiritual home of slack key music, because the late, great Gabby Pahanui, if you've never heard of Pops, Gabby Pahanui, do yourself a favor and look him up. Seek out his music. He was a phenomenally great slack key guitarist, great vocalist, and a really, really great steel guitarist as well. A lot of people don't know that about Pops. But Waimanalo is where he lived the majority of his life, and every year, not this year of course, but every year they have a big concert in his honor, and that's over in Waimanalo, which is on the windward side of Oahu. Don't play quite yet, everybody. I'm just going to get a nice little, nice relaxed kind of country vibe to it. Yeah, right about there, I think. All right. Take a little sip of this. Oh, look at that. We've got 150 folks. Love it, everybody. 150 viewers. I really thank you for coming on in. Mahalo. Let's do it. We got 4 songs to get to, including our final one. So let us get right into it, shall we? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. gonna blow, so I'm gonna go down on the road again. Starting where the mountains left me, I'm back where I began. Where I will go, the wind only knows. Good times around the bend. Get in my car and going too far, never come back again. Tired and worn, I woke up this morning, found that I was confused. Spun right around and found I had lost things that I couldn't use. Beaches they sell to peel their tails, my fathers and I once knew. Birds all along the sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanalo Blue. Should be an F right there, F. Sorry everybody, that should be an F. Down the road with mountains so old, far on the countryside. Birds on the wing, forgetting the wild, so I'm headed for the windward side. All of your dreams, sometimes it just seems that I'm just along for the ride. Some they will cry because they have pride, for someone who's loved here died. Beaches are sell to build their hotels, my fathers and I once knew. Birds all along the sunlight at dawn, here's your tag, singing Waimanalo Blues. Singing Waimanalo Blues. Singing Waimanalo Blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. Singing those Waimanalo Blues, yeah. That's if you've never really been in the islands, at a backyard paina party or jam session, and played that, and it's one of my great. It's happened a couple of times for me where we're over on Oahu or here on the Big Island, and somebody calls the song and I get to play steel guitar on it, or it's really a great song, and just everybody kind of stops and just listens when this gets played. It's just a real classic around the island. So Waimanalo Blues. It is, John. Absolutely. For strumming, it's just great. Even if you want to practice your finger picking, it's practice your patterns inside out, outside in, what have you. It's a great song for that, but strumming as well, for sure. I can't wait to get my 8-string. And I have coming, I think in a couple of weeks, I'll play it for you all. There's an 8-string baritone coming from someplace for me, so that would sound really good on this. Let's do it again, everybody. And then we're going to get into something I've been waiting all week to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wind's gonna blow, so I'm gonna go down on the road again. Starting where the mountains left me, I'm up where I began. Where I will go, the wind only knows. Good times around the bend. Get in my car and going too far, never come back again. Tired and worn, I woke up this morning, found that I was confused. Spun right around and found I had lost things that I couldn't lose. The beaches they sell, that build their hotels, my fathers and I once knew. Birds all along the sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanalo Blues. Down the road with mountains so waiting, forgetting a while, so I'm headed for the windward side. All of your dreams, sometimes it just seems that I'm along for the ride. Some they will cry because they had pride, for someone who's loved here died. The beaches they sell to build their hotels, my fathers and I once knew. Birds all along the sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanalo blues, singing Waimanalo blues, singing Waimanalo blues. A great local song. So add that to your repertoire, everybody. If you're part of an ukulele group or strummers or what have you, bring that with you to one of your meetings. I think people would really like getting to know that particular song. All right, we're going to do one for our Canadian friends, our friends north of the border. A little bit of Gordon Lightfoot. And I've been waiting a long time to do this one because I love Gordon Lightfoot. And this is a nice repetitive song. The actual song itself, I've simplified the arrangement because in between verses and choruses, he has a very weird thing that he does on occasion where he puts sometimes, 2 beats in between a verse and then he'll do a measure and a half or 3 measures. So I just simplified everything. Oh, mahalo, Ralph. I really appreciate the stars. Mahalo. Now, just so you know, let me see, I'm looking around for an essential piece of equipment here that I'm missing. Here it is. It's on my baritone as I go out of the the frame. My apologies. I may do a little something about this in one of our play-along sessions, but I've done this in the key of D because vocally it's good for me, but capos. I heartily endorse capos because when you're doing songs like this, this is, I don't want to say it's a finger-picking song necessarily, but to do this song, if you were going to play the chord shapes in C, to me it would just be, it's a much better and easier kind of finger-picking reality in C than it is in D. But if you have the capo, if you're playing a C chord and you put it on the 2nd fret, you're in the key of, I'm playing a C chord, but it sounds as a D. So I may do a little session, or I may do a song or something, or show you guys, give a demonstration of the capo, but very valuable. And this is one of those songs that you could benefit greatly from that. All right, so this is just the key of D, everybody, just D's, D, A7, G, and C. Very simple and it's very repetitive, so we like these repetitive songs. Let me just get the track. Don't quite play yet. Let's see. There you go. Just like that. I think I like it right there with that. Okay, here we go, everybody. We're on the tippity top. Canada's own Gordon Lightfoot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see you lying back in a satin dress, a room where you do what you don't confess. Son, now you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stair. Son, now you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stair. 8 beats, 2, 3, 4, good. She been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream. She don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man can make. Getting lost in loving's your first mistake. Son, now you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again. Should be a D, everybody. My apologies. I can see her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that for a nice, easy song, everybody? Yeah, that's one definitely take to your groups. They're gonna love that one. I love myself some Gordon Lightfoot. What's that one that I love? Song for a Winter's Night. I can't remember how to play it, but it's one of the prettiest songs I think that I've ever heard. Song for a Winter's Night, I think it's called. Okay, good. Well, that looks like some people want to learn how to use the capo, so I will try to do that. For me, there's only one capo. This is called a Kaiser, K-Y-S-E-R. This is a mandolin and ukulele capo. And this, I love these because they're very quick to use. You can get other kinds, Dunlops and things, but I love these Kaisers. They're squeezies, and you just squeeze it open, and then you bring it down on the neck and clamp it. So that's my suggested capo, is a Kaiser, K-Y-S-E-R. Let's do it again, everybody. Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's another one where he puts like weird little durations in between verses and things. But yeah, that would be good, except it's about 82 minutes long. It's sort of like doing American Pie. It's an extraordinarily long song. Let's do it again, everybody. All right, for my friends from Canada, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see her lying back in her satin dress, a room where you do what you don't confess. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream. She don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame, get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man can make. Getting lost in loving was your first mistake. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I get mad and winning, when I'm losing again. I can see you looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Son, man, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, I'm losing again. And sundown, better take care. Yeah, he's Gordon Lightfoot's got this thing that he does with his voice on a couple of times. It's on the edge of being raggedy, if you will, but it's kind of really cool that he does it. So, man, love me some. I'm gonna go listen to some of that after we're done today. All right, everybody. So we're going to get our next to last song here. This is our last one we're going to do twice. Of course, we have our traditional song coming up, our closing song. And look at this. We still have 152 folks. So mahalo for tuning in, everybody, especially to the new folks and all the returnees as well. If this is your first time, I really do hope you're finding this enjoyable, having a good session today. I'm Tiki Dave, and we do this almost every Friday. We're not doing it next Friday, but other than that, we haven't missed one for 9 months. We may have missed one. I think we had some technical difficulties one time, but pretty much for 9 months we've been doing this every Friday, 1 o'clock Hawaiian time. So always with some great songs and some strumming and some funning. And I hope you make this a habit. If this is your first time, I hope you make this a habit of stopping by frequently here at Ukuleleville. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got our Zoom Holiday Edition, so make sure you look at the events section if you haven't signed up already. You do need to register. It's the only thing I need you to register for because of security. Once you do register from the link, you'll get the passcode and you'll get the link and all that stuff. But for security and safety reasons, we make sure everybody's registered for that. All right. I did not come up with it yet, Ralph. I'm in the process of it, the movable chord form. I'm in the process. I've sort of got it mapped out, but I had a couple of things that popped up beforehand, so my apologies. All right, so let's do our second holiday song. Don't forget, tomorrow's Zoom is all holiday music, by the way. This is a song that I think we may have done this many, many months ago for some strange reason, like Holiday in the Summertime or something like that, Christmas in the Summer. This is a song that starts in the key of F, but then it goes to the key of G. So if you look after the first verse, you'll see in boldface D7 for key change. That's when we're going to be going to G. So we're going along in F. Say Merry Christmas to you, D7. And then we go to Mele Kalikimaka. And then, of course, there's a solo. The solo is going to be over the verse. So where you see solo over verse chords in G, just go back up to the other verse. We're going to do half a verse, by the way. And then we go, here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. It's kazoo time again. All right. No, Terry, it's not that many chords. Not that many. Not that many. Okay, let me just get a tempo here. Don't play quite yet. Just a couple of ticks slower. Right there. I like it right there. Okay. Can I post the Zoom session? Yes. I will. I've taken to doing that starting with the last one. I did post the last one, the Buffett Zoom. So I'm going to post the Zooms up as well over on the YouTube page. Let's go from the top, everybody. Let's do it. Ho, ho, ho. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. D7. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on the bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Here we go. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Down the bottom, let know. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on the bright Hawaiian Christmas Day. And that's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, a Merry, 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 Merry Christmas to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka, that's what we say here. Ho'ole makahiki ho, and Happy New Year as well. All right, let's do it one more time, everybody. Jeff, I did get your movable chord chart. I did, and I'm going to incorporate some of that in mine. I looked at it, and there's ways that I'm going to kind of change that around a little bit. So I did get it, but I'm kind of working a couple of things in on one that I'm putting together. So mahalo for that. No, we did not pick up speed. We're going to pick up speed this time, though. Terry. Actually, let's bring it back down. Just 1 or 2 clicks. Not a problem. Oh, mahalo for the stars, Terry. Really appreciate that. All right, one more time, and then we've got our traditional closing song and then some closing words. So do not go anywhere. Still plenty of music to be had. From the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on the bright Hawaiian Christmas Day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Keychains! Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on the bright Hawaiian Christmas Day. That's the island greeting that we send to you, where the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Sunshine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Kazoo! Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. One more time. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on the bright Hawaiian Christmas Day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees rain. Here we know that Christmas will be green sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, a Merry, 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 Merry Christmas to you. Awale Makahiki Ho as well. Happy New Year. That's how we do it, everybody. All right. Mele Kalikimaka. I was looking over at the monitor, and we started the song with 144 people, and as soon as I brought out the kazoo, we dropped to 140. I guess folks are not big fans of the kazoo. Okay. Wait till we get out the bagpipes. Then we're really going to lose everybody. All righty, everybody. It's time for our traditional closing song. Now, again, if this is your first time with us here at Ukuleleville, really hope you've enjoyed yourself. And I thank you for coming in. This is our traditional closing song. We do the same song at the close of every session. And I know that folks are probably tired of hearing why, if you've been here many times. But for our new folks, just so you know, when I started doing this back in April, most of the people who started tuning in originally were folks who I had taught ukulele to via the cruise ships. That's where my wife and I normally work. And with the vaccine and all that great stuff, we're hoping, fingers crossed, at some point, maybe in the summer or maybe in the fall. Fingers crossed. Anyways, so we decided that the traditional closing song would be something that brings up some great memories and some great memories. That's what I get for trying to be too fancy, of our time on the ships together and those great times we'll have again. So this is a Jimmy Buffett song from, I'm trying to remember the album. This may be off of Son of a Son, maybe 78, maybe Coconut Telegraph, not exactly sure, but it's called Lovely Cruise. And we'll only do this one once. Okay, so let me cue this up. And let me get this up here. And we'll do one more time, then we'll do our traditional goodbye. So do stick around even after we're done, everybody. Here we go. From the top. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drink it up. This one's for you, yeah. It's been a lovely cruise. Sorry it's ended, sad but it's true, yeah. It's been a lovely cruise. These moments we're left with, may you always remember. These moments are shared by few. There's wind in our hair and there's water in our shoes, yeah. It's been a lovely cruise. Here we go. Just play that solo now. These moments we're left with, may you always remember. These moments are shared by few. And those harbor lights, where they're coming into view, yeah. We'll say our farewells, much, much too soon. So drink it up. This one's for you, all of you now. And it's been a lovely cruise and a fantastic session of funnin' and strumming again. It's been a lovely cruise. One more time. Yeah, yeah. It's been a lovely cruise. And a lovely session of ukulele, everybody. Sure has been. So, don't go anywhere yet, everybody. Do stick around. We just got a couple of official announcements and goodbyes and all that good stuff. And I'm going to divest myself of my ukulele for a moment. And also get some music ready for when we're going to say our true goodbyes, which will be in just a couple of moments. So first of all, as always, mahalo nui loa, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, let me get off of that so you don't have to look at the sheet music. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So I thank you so much for joining me, everybody. It's been another wonderful session here at Ukuleleville. Thanks to the new folks. If this is your first time, please make sure this is a regular stop for you. Tell all your ukulele playing friends about it. We're trying to get ourselves, a big, big community here of ukulele lovers and players each and every Friday. So thanks to the new folks. For my returning folks, what can I say? This is all because of you guys keep coming back week after week. So mahalo for coming back week after week. Do not forget, tomorrow we've got our Zoom session, which is a little different, because we get to interact a little bit more, talk to each other, take questions, things like that. So that'll be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hawaiian time. So make sure you check the events page over at the Facebook page. Always make sure you give that Facebook a like. Make sure you follow it or give it a like. That way, whenever I put up a new event, that's going to be there. You'll get notification. That's tomorrow, and the songs will be in the link in the Dropbox. Sunday is a session of the Shaka Shack, the music edition. We call it the Sunday Chill. So come and join me for some music. I'll be performing on ukulele and singing and playing for you on Sunday. Great way to finish out the weekend. So let's see what else is there. Next week, remember, we're not meeting next Friday, but I will get the music for the Friday after that up as soon as I can. Look for the announcement, and we will also do our Zoom on Saturday. So the only thing we're going to miss is next Friday. That's the only one that's going to not be done is next Friday. It is Christmas Day, so we're going to take a break for that. Some quick thank yous. Mahalo to Leia Aloha for everything she does behind the scenes here at Ukuleleville and the Shaka Shack. Don't forget also that coming up in the new year, we're going to be doing hula at home with Leia Aloha. She's going to be doing hula classes and some craft classes here as well. That'll be on Zoom and also on Facebook, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know about that. I can't thank you folks enough for being so generous with the stars. Fantastic. And also I've been getting notifications all session long for PayPal and Venmo, especially in these difficult times with an uncertain future. You cannot know how much I appreciate that. So mahalo nui to each and every one of you for that. That being said, I will leave you as I always do, saying please take care of each other. Be kind to each other. Please make sure you wear your masks when you're out and about. Give each other space, especially coming up on the holidays. Be patient, give love, give aloha, be proper, be pono, and we will get through this. They said on the news, we're sort of get a little glimmer, a little prick of light, if you will, at the end of the tunnel. So we're getting there, everybody. So please make sure you're just being safe and being cautious. And before you know it, we'll be on a cruise ship together, or I'll be coming to the mainland with the Ukuleleville project and playing for your clubs and all that good stuff. So keep the faith. We'll get through this together, everybody. I'm going to leave this up as I normally do for about 5 minutes or so. I'll put some background music on so you can say goodbye to each other, and I will turn off my camera, but it'll still be up. And again, I can't thank you guys enough. This helps me get by each and every day, because I know Fridays and Saturdays we're playing some ukulele together. So mahalo nui loa. Malama pono, take care. Ahui ho. I will see you hopefully tomorrow or Sunday, and if not then, sometime in the near future. Keep following that Facebook page. Mahalo, everybody. I'm Tiki Dave. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the evening and a great weekend. I will see you very, very soon. Aloha.